Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. How you doing?
Yes, we need help down here all the time. As you must know, it's the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site, www.breal.tv. What it do? We got a special guest in the building today, Toni Romiti over here. Did I see the last name right?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
Yes, you did. Thank you so much.
I want to make sure I say that right.
You did. Thank you.
Word up. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
Word up. To her right, the legendary Psycho Leezy in the building.
Oh, cheers. What's up, everybody?
Cheers,
No
B.
doubt. Happy Tuesday.
In the treehouse, we got the treehouse crew, Bolton Blombo, Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, what up? How you guys today?
I'm all right.
On a Tuesday.
We have the strong one, Steph Tone, in the building.
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday.
Yes. And we got DJ FM.
What's cracking, y'all?
Locking in.
Yeah, happy Tuesday. Let's get it.
It is very happy, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Toni.
Thank you.
How's everything going for you? I know, like, you took a step away from music for a while because you had kids, right?
Yeah, I had one.
You had one kid.
Yeah.
And it sort of took you away from the music for a time. But as all artists, the passion still exists, which is, what got you back into, doing music now, right?
Yep.
How does it feel like being back in it, being in that creative zone?
I feel like I've always been in it in some way. I feel like more so taking the step back was not being used to my body image. Like I was just, getting pregnant, you put on so much weight.
It's a big change.
Yeah, it was just like I wasn't comfortable with myself on camera anymore. It was like, ew. Like I would see myself, I'm like, ugh. But I think, after I got back into my fitness journey and stuff, and I got more of my self-confidence back, feeling good about, just who I am. And just playing sports again, too, got me really back into my mental health. But as far as being creative, that's never stopped. Yeah. When I was pregnant, I made an entire children's project for my baby, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I never stopped writing or anything like that.
Yeah, because you could stay creative.
Just hiding myself.
Yeah, I mean, you may not go into the studio in that.
Yeah, no, I was.
Oh, you were still?
I was still recording.
Nice.
I recorded a whole project.
How long do you think it took you to snap back in to feel comfortable in getting out there, like physically and everything?
Well, I tore my Achilles when I was 4 months postpartum, so that was like.
Were you playing ball then?
Yeah, I was playing basketball. I was. I'm typically like 135. And I got up to like 204 pounds when I was pregnant.
Wow. So
after I had my baby, I stayed at like 185 for a long time. And in my brain, I'm still thinking that I'm moving the way that I have before. And I tried to guard like a backdoor cut. And I just ruptured my whole thing. And I don't know who I thought I was. I literally hadn't played since, like, that was the first time playing since I had her. So that was like almost a year and almost like 13 months or something. So.
Sometimes our minds write checks our bodies can't cash yet.
Yeah, exactly. So
Good way to put it.
After I got back into it, though, it probably took me about a year to get to a point where I started feeling comfortable and just feeling good about myself again. But yeah, that was a fun experience a little bit too, though, because a lot of the guys at the gym that I play with, they would start coming up to me and they'd be like, Toni, what are you doing? Like, what workouts are you doing? Like, they wanted to try to.
You ramped it up.
Get cut up like me.
Get cut the shit up.
But yeah, I actually just hooped this morning.
How long have you been playing? Since you were a little girl, right?
Oh yeah, I've been playing for a long time. I actually, I had a scholarship to play basketball in college when I first went to school. But as I was going to college, I had put out my first song my senior year in high school, like that summer when I was graduating. And that song started blowing up on Vine.
And there's no way you could look away from it. You had
Yeah,
to go.
it was scary. It was a very scary decision to make. My sister Irma, she wasn't happy. My sister Irma was my guardian growing up. My dad had passed away when I was 12. And so she spent the most time with me. So I feel like she really didn't want me to drop out because she felt like, well, from what I think, I don't know, these aren't her words, but I felt like she was so proud that she spent the most time raising me and I went to college.
Right.
So my other siblings didn't go away for school. So I think she was just really proud of me.
Yeah.
And I had a full scholarship. I didn't have to pay for school. I used to get I was getting financial aid.
And she wanted you to take full advantage of that
Yeah.
to have a bounce back plan.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's what she would say to me. Like, there was a phone call I remember having with her, and she always laughs when I tell people this. But she was like, can I swear? Can I swear?
Yeah.
She was like, you gonna drop out of college and give up a full scholarship because a couple motherfuckers like your music? That's how she said it to me. And I was like, yep. And,
That's how usually the conversation goes.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but it was definitely scary when I got back home from college. Everything started falling apart. Everything that I was working towards, the managers that I had at the time, they were stealing from me, like all the stereotypical bad shit that happens. It was happening, and I was like, did I just make the worst mistake of my life? But I kept telling myself like, nobody has control of my destiny. Like I was born to do this shit.
Yeah.
I just kept telling myself that.
Manifestation right there. That's real shit.
Yeah, and over time, it just slowly got better as I continued to just keep trying.
Well, you know, I feel like no artist comes in without a struggle.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell you everybody at this table, like, you know, we've all had our runs in the early days where it was like, fuck, it's really this fucking hard.
Yeah.
But like the love of it kept us going. And eventually it all ended up where you know, we wanted it to be due to the work that we put in.
Yeah.
But it's tough. You got to have thick skin. You got to have a strong willpower and follow through, and that I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks attitude. Like you took your chances.
Yeah.
In spite of what somebody else wanted from you.
Yeah.
You took your chances on you. And as an artist, you have to do that. If you're not willing to do that, you ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
And it's great that you did that because you saw that you had something and you like acted on it and didn't wait.
Yeah, it was probably the most mind-blowing time in my life just because I'm like the first wave of someone, not the first wave, but like in the beginning of people getting popular using the internet to make a career out of it, you know? So when I first started getting popular on the internet, people didn't really use words like influencer or things like that, you know?
It was very young still.
Yeah, so it was super young. So it was like people would come up to me, like, okay, there's a time we were at Six Flags with my family, and people were coming up to me and asking for a photo. And then, you know, when a bunch of people start asking, then other people are like, oh, who's that?
It's the chain react, the domino
I'm going to
effect.
ask because they're asking. I don't want to miss out on this, you know?
Yeah.
And so kids would come up to me and they'd be asking me, you know, and they'd be like, oh, can we get a photo? And the mom would be so confused, like, who the hell is this? Who's this person?
Yep.
She's on Vine, Mom. I'm like, and they would ask me, and I'd be like, no, I do porn. And then like these kids would look at their mom and they'd be like, no, she doesn't, Mom. No, she doesn't. I swear to God, she doesn't. And I'm like, no, I don't. But it was just funny. It was a funny time and it was very interesting.
The dads were probably like, what's this Vine thing?
What's this Vine thing? But yeah, it was very interesting. And it was I don't know, it was just a different time when it was changing. I'm sure you guys relate to that. You guys have your own generation of people's come up stories and how that happened.
It's constantly evolving.
Yeah.
The stories are always different yet the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just a different tool, I guess.
Yeah, different technology. That's the cool thing is that like people can blow up without the radio station getting behind you and all that shit and having to deal with those politics. Like a lot of artists were birthed these days from a YouTube or from an Instagram or a Vine or even a Snapchat or any one of them platforms.
Yeah.
TikTok.
I can't even think of a song, to be honest. Like, I can't think of a song in the last 11 years that didn't have a moment on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a part of the internet being a huge catalyst to why so many people knew the song. Like even when I think back to like Young Thug, and I think back to his come up, and like he's that even Rich Homie Quan, rest in peace. Like he's a part of that of like they were kind of at the tail end of it, but they were right at the beginning of when it was happening. Like the my nigga, that was huge on Vine. Young Thug's I'm a stoner. Like it had a dance, you know, people. There's so many moments where it's like even artists like that who we look at today, they even started out on really blowing up on the internet first. It wasn't like the radio made that song popular. The kids on the internet were dancing to it.
Vine was like the off-the-chain version of TikTok.
Yeah.
What happened to Vine?
And quicker.
Well, too much porn, bro. It got shut down.
Got shut.
What happened?
Yeah.
No, honestly, I think what happened was Instagram started giving you the option to create video, and it was longer. That's actually one of my biggest regrets. I wish that I would have transferred over to Instagram earlier, but I was stubborn about it. I was like, no, I love Vine. Like whenever I fell in love with a social media platform, like no, I'm sticking with it.
Loyal to that one.
Yeah, but I should have switched because
I still got my MySpace.
I did at one point. But I made a MySpace in 5th grade. But but yeah, like I really think that Instagram was so smart to add video and add the same type of video format that you could do. And they made it 15 seconds. So it was like gave creators a longer opportunity to kind of get their joke off or whatever they were trying to do.
Absolutely. I think it wrangled everybody that was fucking with Vine and Snapchat and brought them in. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what sort of propelled, you know, IG, but now you got TikTok to contend with.
Yeah.
But they're going through some shit. Like half the people that got popular through music, like dancing to somebody's music, those shits are... They've taken those down because like UMG and the Warner Music Group and all them have pulled their music without a contract. Like some music distribution companies have still allowed music on there, but some of the other major ones have pulled everything until they get a licensing deal. So, you know, now you got to come up with your own music if you want to. Hopefully that goes viral.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to using somebody else's shit.
A trending sound.
Yeah.
That other people already know. But yeah, it's interesting. I think the best thing about Vine though was the Revine button. That was such a huge part to why things were going viral the way that they were. Because imagine
that's like a repost.
It's like a repost, but it's like imagine if Instagram, if you saw someone's post that you really liked, like Tumblr, if you saw it and you liked it, you just have to press repost it. Now it's going to your feed, and everybody who follows you is going to see that post.
Yeah.
So Vine was so viral in that way because so many people were reposting things, and it was chronological. It wasn't a curated algorithm that was being served to you. It was in real time. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how Twitter used to be, where if you tweeted something, you saw it right then and there.
Exactly.
And it was in real time. Now everything is, you know, specifically served to you, which I don't think it's terrible because the algorithms are getting better in my opinion, especially like Instagram. Instagram's algorithm kind of stinked at one point, but now it's starting to get better, especially through like Instagram Reels and stuff like that.
They discriminate too much on the cannabis accounts, though.
They do.
Facebook does too. So does YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Have to tell the truth. They discriminate against these cannabis accounts like fucking horribly.
Yeah, which makes no sense, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because especially it's like, because people will ask me, like I go live on TikTok a lot. It's one of my platforms that I use to like promote my shows that I have coming up, and my daughter loves to cook, so we like do that together on there.
Oh, that's cool.
And people will be like, like Lily will be away, and I'll tell them, okay, well I'm about to roll up, so I'm gonna get off of here, and they'll be like, you're rolling up in front of her? I'm like, do you drink alcohol in front of your kid? Leave me the fuck alone. Like, what are you talking about?
They're not even thinking that you're saying I'm leaving out of here.
Yeah, but also too, like if you have alcohol around your children, that's illegal. They're not supposed to drink that. I mean, like, what the hell? It's not. I don't really see the difference between if a legal substance being around your child when other illegal. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, either side, you know,
You
whether
ain't gotta explain to us.
yeah. I mean, look.
They're like, roll up.
Either way,
Look around.
either way, you have to be responsible, no matter
Exactly.
which you are, whether you drink or you smoke or you do a combination of both. You got to be responsible in front of the kids, but sheltering them and, you know, like pushing it out of their view and not telling them why, that usually leads to the curiosity.
I bet you cannabis users are way better with kids than
Yeah,
people who ain't.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
You know they at minimum eating good.
They got too many anxieties fucking popping off if they do something wrong.
It's better to let the kids know what it is than to be hiding it all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. My baby knows. I say, what is smoking? She says, not for babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my daughter, the first time too, she asked me, "What is that?" Because she seen me with the nugs. I was like, "It's just like a plant. It's like a flower. I let her smell it and everything."
Oh, I had to tell my daughter straight away because she thought I was smoking cigarettes, and the way they demonize tobacco in school, which I don't smoke tobacco, so she was like, "Pop, what are you doing? Are you smoking cigarettes?" I'm like, "Oh no,
Special.
daughter, let me tell you what this is.
Here comes that
I'm
talk.
going to explain this to you
Yeah.
so that you can understand this, and you won't feel like because it was mostly because they make you worry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean
yeah.
about that tobacco. It kills people, right? So
Yeah.
you don't want your father to die from smoking tobacco. So
Exactly.
immediately she's checking me, right? I'm like, this is medicine. This is not tobacco. What Pop is smoking.
Different kind of
And,
smoke.
yeah, and then as the years have gone, she's learned more, and she's not interested in cannabis at all. But like she understands it,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And-
That's important.
and now it's not as big of an issue if she sees me smoking. She doesn't assume it's a cigarette
Yeah.
because she thought I was a cigarette smoker.
Yeah.
I'd never been one. I hated tobacco. I still do.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
If you're burning a joint or actually burning weed around the kids, they know.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't only know, they like it too. I be telling them all the time, like, you gotta wait. You'll get your turn. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It ain't
What-
your turn
if
right
you're
now.
hey, listen, if you're
You gotta wait.
if it's something you want to do, you're gonna do it later, regardless. But that's why you gotta tell your kids if you are a cannabis smoker or whatever, you say to them, hey, look, if you're ever curious about this, when you're old enough, you come to me, and I will show you. I don't want you to learn this shit from your friends because one of your whack ass friends might
Do some weird ass shit.
do
to
some
it.
weird ass
Lace
shit.
it or something.
yeah,
you
I
know.
agree with that one.
And there's no better teacher than the parent if they do it. If you don't know shit about it, then it's hard for a parent to explain this or that of it.
Yeah.
Because they might have been sheltered and they don't know shit about it. They just know, oh, this is some demon shit. We cannot. You know
Well,
what I mean?
honestly, for me, when I was younger, I feel like smoking weed, I grew up in the Midwest, so, it's very, just demonized. Like, people that smoked weed were considered like,
Burnouts.
scumbags, burnouts, all those
drug
types of
addicts,
words.
drug abusers.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
all the bad labels.
Yeah. So when I finally
all
smoked,
lazy and irresponsible.
I feel like I was I feel like I got more paranoid, like the more paranoid feeling because of the shame that was attached to it.
Yeah.
And I knew that I was doing something that I could get in trouble for. So I would get more anxious about it. But now that I'm an adult and I know that I can't get in trouble,
It's nothing.
I don't, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really feel that anxiousness that I felt. I call it high school high because that's what it feels like.
I'll tell you what the
You're like,
trouble
oh, I'm scared.
It's all new and shit.
the trouble you get in when you get into trouble with weed is almost just ultimately every time just a little speech. Like you got to be told something about it. Like, let me tell you, you know what I mean? You're like, all right, I'm gonna have to take that and be like, all right.
Especially when they say like, oh, it's a gateway drug. You're gonna start doing this
Like
afterwards.
you just gotta endure the speech.
Yeah.
I honestly think alcohol is the biggest gateway drug, but
That's one of them. Sugar is probably number one.
Sugar's number one.
you think?
Absolutely. Because everything we got,
Everything.
almost everything we got,
Yeah,
has some sort of sugar in it.
Yeah.
Damn it, I love sugar.
And when we try to get away from it, we get pissed off.
Man.
Yeah, like I don't have a lot of sugar, but I know a lot of foods we have it in it, and there's no escaping that.
Yeah.
Every one of us
Well,
makes.
escaping this.
I make an active effort to avoid it, and still talk myself into it.
Oh, I saw them cupcakes in the refrigerator and the ice cream cake and
Like
the
I'm
cake.
still good. I'm like, yeah, I'm
seen
like, I'm not gonna have it, but I'm like, I kind of want it.
Hey,
a
it's there if you need it.
gotta-
I
you
mean,
gotta-
you brought it.
Should you decide to?
Should you decide to, the option is
Yeah,
there.
literally. That's when I got all that. I was like, well, I'm only have one, and
Yes,
they'll be around.
one is okay.
I was like, nobody has to have one. This is here. I'm not the only
you
one
just-
that has to have their willpower tested, people.
Having one every now and then is okay. Having one every day is not so okay.
That's right.
Man, I used to stick the spoon in the can of condensed
Oh,
milk.
yeah.
and just like,
No way.
Cuban to the
I'm
bone, son.
Cuban. We put that shit on
It's
everything.
in our veins to like
We make flan out of that shit.
Oh.
We put it in our shakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
put that in coffee.
oh,
coffee.
Oh,
Just
so
just
good.
drink it.
Yeah.
You literally just would eat it though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was real sugary, this guy, when he was younger.
That's what coquitos made with.
Yeah, coquitos are made with
Oh,
that too, yeah.
And if you cook the can, if you put it in boiling water, it turns into caramel, like a
Oh
thick
yeah, I've seen that on the
dulce
internet.
de leche.
Yeah, I've seen that on the internet.
Killer.
Hey,
That's ridiculous.
So all of you guys are Cuban,
I'm half Cuban, half Mexican,
and then you're
and a
Cuban?
bunch of other things.
What are you?
I'm not.
What are you?
That's an alien.
Yeah, I'm, half Mexican, half white.
Yeah,
Colombiano.
Colombiano.
The
Awesome.
mix.
What are you?
What are you?
Mix.
My dad is white and my mom's black.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but
We are
I
all-
found out in 2019 when I did my ancestry, because my dad was adopted. I found out that I was half Armenian.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I'm not half Armenian. Sorry, my dad is half Armenian.
But that's
Yeah.
cool. That's a good DNA.
It was random.
mix. Yeah.
Yeah, it was random.
Yeah,
I mean,
I-
it made sense though.
I did that some years back,
yeah.
and I realized that was more than what I thought I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it trips you out. Like, people will think, oh, I'm this, because you grow up
Yeah.
with your family and they've fed this to you, and then you go see that, and you see how far back it goes and all the other shit that makes up who you are.
Oh yeah.
It's
I'm
crazy.
Yeah.
pretty much Mexican Irish.
Well,
Yeah.
That's pretty.
do a DNA thing, and you'll find out exactly what you are.
Have you done it, Steph? Have you done it?
You know what?
should
What
do
you,
it.
you know what?
It's fun.
I'm always curious about some of the racist motherfuckers out there that do this and then find out they got African and native blood too.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's why they
How do
won't
you deal
it.
with yourself now?
That's
Yeah,
a
they-
burn.
You
That's
fucker.
gotta hurt.
Yeah, it's got to burn.
No, yeah.
Got to burn.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
that's
man.
partially why they feel some type of way about themselves anyway, because they're not the stereotypical blonde-haired, blue-eyed white person. Half the time people that are like super racist, they don't have that. They don't fit. They're more like brown brunettes.
Yeah. Look at Hitler.
They're
Exactly.
They're overcompensating and
Yeah.
shit.
They're mad about it.
Clayton Bigsby, the black white supremacist.
Hey, let me ask you this: if you weren't doing music right now, would you be trying out for one of the WNBA teams?
I definitely would have taken basketball taken it the whole way.
Because I mean, it's
Yeah.
blowing the fuck up right
It's
now.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Like, honestly, it's so cool, especially for the NIL deals aspect of it. Because when I was in college, I went to college in 2013. So when I went to college, I got banned from using the internet during my season because my coaches were the biggest fucking haters you could possibly imagine. Well, I will say though, I was cursing a little bit. So I mean, I understand that. And there was a video that we did as a team that was funny where like, I had my teammate like pretend like she slapped me. And I reposted it, and it kind of went dumb. Like, people were like, did y'all see Toni Romiti got slapped? Like, it was kind of funny.
You baited people.
Yeah,
basically.
but it got back to my athletic director, and then my whole coaching staff sat me down, and they're all country, and they're like, you're on the internet, and you're saying bitches, and
Girl, you're doing too much.
yeah, they're really mad.
Wow.
And they were like,
That's crazy.
they're like, you're banned from using the internet for the rest of the season, and this was like
That's crazy.
not even before the second
shit.
semester started.
How the hell do you get banned? You just go home, get on the internet.
Yeah, well, they were basically kind of threatening. Like, so basically, my AAU coach, he told me that there are certain clauses sometimes in these NCAA contracts that if you don't abide by certain rules, it can be very vague in what they're proposing to you. But if you don't follow their rules, there is a possibility of having to pay back your
tuition
Your tuition. So I was like, fuck, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay you guys nothing.
or student loans.
Yeah,
or-
You could probably go on the internet, but you can't post, right? That's
Yeah,
what
I could go on the
watch it.
post.
That's what
you just
they
gotta
mean,
go on the
yeah.
internet with your internet identity. You gotta be
No, but
somebody else.
listen though, at this time in my life, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I was gaining like 100,000 followers on Vine a week. So at this point where they told me that I couldn't post anymore, it just completely just fucked with what I was doing. There were just some haters. Like we would go out to eat as a team, and then like a waitress or someone would recognize me, and they'd be like, "Oh, can I have a photo?" And I would go over and take a photo, and my teammates would be like, "Pretty soon we're gonna need a fucking billboard with her face on it." And I'd just be like, "Yeah, maybe we should." And people would come to our damn games. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Touche.
I'm really proud of them.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of the girls of this generation right now being able to capitalize off of their likeness while making money in college, because there were so many friends that I had when I was in college who had full scholarships, but their parents were doing well enough where they didn't receive any financial aid. So it was like they got free school, but they had no extra spending money to do fun extracurricular activities while we were in college. Like it was kind of, I felt bad, like I got extra money because I got financial aid. I didn't have parents. But for people who have parents who, like middle class gets fucked the worst, basically.
with the education.
And just in general.
Yeah.
No
you
doubt.
No
like,
doubt.
Because they, some people could use food stamps, but they are considered middle class, so they can't use it. But it's like, no, they need it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit. But yeah, so it was a cool
It's a
experience
great
though.
example too. Hell yeah.
A lot of politics
Serious.
though.
Too
right?
much bullshit. Yeah, it was. It was ridiculous. And then honestly, at winter break, when I was really going through it, and I was telling my sister, like, I'm about to pack up my TV and my suitcase. Like, I'm coming back for winter break. I'm not coming back here. And she said to me, like, you gonna let these people get under your skin? You gonna really let these people get under your skin like this? And I was like, So then I just locked in and I just played my hardest.
When you got on the team and you signed the team contract, right? I assume they make you sign one as a player for the basketball team or any team, right? Is there that code of conduct that references you can't do X, Y, and Z on the fucking internet?
No. The only thing that when you sign your NCAA contract, that's where the like monetization of any, like you can't, like even if someone is like, oh, you guys want to come to the club tonight, we'll get you guys in for free. You can't even accept things
can't
like
even
that
accept
at,
that,
at
yeah.
that point in time, because it was against the rules. Like anything like that, you couldn't take any money, any compensation, nothing like that.
Did you hear that Reggie Bush is trying to sue USC for money that he gained the university through the time that he worked there? Like he benefited off of his image, likeness, name, number, all that stuff. He tried, like they just gave him back his Heisman Trophy not too long ago.
Oh shit.
Now he's trying to go back after some money. I don't think he'll get it because it'll set a bad precedent for all the universities. They'll have to pay everybody that came before him.
Yeah.
And they'll be broke.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
If that happens. So I think it's great that he's trying to advocate for athletes in the future where they're getting paid, because they are getting paid now in some instances.
Yes, they should. Some of them even get paid for their jersey sales and things like that nowadays. So that's good. Like I definitely think that, because like I said, there's a lot of kids who do get full scholarships, but their parents aren't super wealthy, so they're doing all these amazing things for these teams, and they're literally eating fucking ramen noodles in their dorm room, and these big schools are making so much money off of just people coming to watch them.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
So it is cool, and especially for women. Like it's just dope. Like it's cool to see girls get a bag being an athlete.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty awesome. Yeah.
Women got to get one too.
Yeah. Especially because they don't get paid enough.
Yeah.
But I think in the next 10 years, more girls will be dunking, and it's going to be a different.
I think that's when the league really blows up.
It's going to evolve in a big way, I think.
I mean, it's rising right now because Reese and Clark, the way that they're busting out, and Asia Wilson, she's fucking killing it.
Yeah, she's awesome.
They got a bunch of great players.
They really do.
And in 5 years, you're going to see some superstars coming out like that are on a different level, just because that's how it evolves. I mean, if you look at the NBA now, right, with some of the young bucks that are playing now, they're doing some fucking amazing things, that guys maybe like 15, 20 years ago athletically, not necessarily achievements. I'm just saying the athletic ability, what these guys are able to do in comparison to the guys in the 80s. They were dope, but athletically their abilities were different. They had different training systems, different technology, different supplements that weren't as advanced as what we have now. Imagine those guys had the shit we had today.
Man.
Yeah.
Imagine Magic Johnson, Kareem, and all those guys.
They had a different work ethic. They had a bigger
motor.
chip. They had a bigger chip on their shoulder.
Yes, they had a different motor.
Yeah.
So imagine
they had stronger bodies.
Yeah.
Absolutely stronger will.
Sure.
Yeah.
Stronger will.
So imagine if you had teams like that with the technology and the supplements and the workouts available to them today, and the facilities available to them today, and the care that you could take even after, right? Like the healing process.
Yeah.
Because there's that too.
Oh, yeah.
There's the training and the games, and then the fucking healing process. They didn't really have that shit down back then.
No
Yeah.
way.
Some of them dudes were smoking cigarettes out there.
Still in an 8-ball.
With a fucking bottle of whiskey.
Running down the court.
Yeah. Then some of them were huge beer drinkers, dog. Like, so they're, after a game, they're slamming a 12-pack down. Guys are taking care of themselves different these days. The men and women, the athletes are just on a different level.
Machine.
And the footwork has changed so much. Like just footwork, ball handling, so much of just like the skill has evolved so much, you know? Like moves wise, there's so many more moves that people can do now. And yeah, with the footwork changing, the gather step, like all that footwork is it's crazy.
Who's your favorite in the NBA and the WNBA?
Dang.
Who you feeling the most right now?
When I was in high school, my favorite player was Derrick Rose. I'm from the west suburbs of Chicago.
Okay.
So he was like,
Salute to Shoutout.
yeah, huge. And then obviously Kobe, not to be cliche.
The Mamba. We're in the year of the Mamba now.
Word.
But yeah, those were honestly my top two in high school. I don't really have of the newer kids. I really like John Morant. I think he's really tough.
Yeah, he's
Anthony
dope.
Edwards. I like watching him play. Dante Exum.
Yeah.
He's actually my boyfriend's best friend. So we're super proud of him. He just got back in the league last year. Who else do I like? I like a lot of players, honestly. I just love watching a good game.
How about-
I hate when it's a blowout. Women's, I can't say her name and I don't want to butcher it, but it's her name is like Adarike
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, she's badass. yeah.
To me, she's one of the toughest guards.
She's got a hard name to pronounce,
Yes.
too.
But she-
We just say, that.
Uluwale or something?
yeah.
Something like that.
Obenwale or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, something like that. But she's amazing. Sorry if I just really fucked it. But yeah, she's amazing to me. I really like her. I do like Andrew Reese's.
Yeah, she's
I
dope.
like her tenacity. I like her hustle.
Yeah.
She is a little bit uncoordinated, but I think she has tenacity. So
Yeah. I think she could get the footwork down eventually.
yeah,
I
she's
think
awesome.
she's got some of it.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And
I mean, she's playing in the WNBA. So
Hell yeah.
she's got to be really
She's
good.
averaging double doubles, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Rebounds and what else? Fuck. I forgot the stat.
Yeah, she's
Just
awesome though. She's really tough. I really like her because I like the duality of like, because for so long people associated like really masculine girls with being in the WNBA,
Yeah.
like, and people, that's why people would make jokes about like, oh, they don't want to wear that because half of the women are like more like, masculine presenting type girls. But yeah, I just love that she's playing a sport that's kind of like hard and tough, but then off the court she's just like strutting her shit. Like, I just love that.
I mean, with
Her
some of
vibe.
these new players, you're probably going to see them on runways too, because models are on the average like 5'8" and above, and a lot of the NBA got model type women playing.
Yeah.
I just say
It's a trip.
do all that kind of stuff because you want to do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it because you think you got to do it because that's what's going to make this, like it has to be part of it. It's
Yeah.
not part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it because you want to do it.
Yeah, that's
You
something
love
you do
it.
because you want to do. Otherwise, don't bother.
You know,
Yeah,
sometimes we do things because we can, not because we should or we want to, but because someone says, "Hey, what about this? You want to do that?" Okay. Sometimes it works out. And a lot of times it don't.
Are you guys all from California?
I am,
Yeah.
and he is.
Yeah.
New York.
New York?
Miami.
Miami. That's awesome.
And then the guys up there in the treehouse, one of them's from Minnesota, and two are from here.
Oh wow, Minnesota.
Yeah, he's from the soda.
That's cool.
One of the sodas.
I was gonna
Not
ask,
Sarah.
I was gonna ask you, like, do they complain about smoking weed? Do you guys get tested and stuff like that too? Or
When you was in D1.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
no weed.
Not back then. I don't think you can either now. I know the NBA doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, they don't care.
College.
So, but the women, they
still
still
care.
have that rule, huh?
Oh, they do? I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
asking. No,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
We must find that out. If the guys don't have this rule, the women shouldn't have that rule.
I would assume.
I would, yeah.
It's already implied.
Yeah.
Way.
So with your project, you got your daughter on it with you, right?
Well, yeah, I do. She has a feature at the end on the last song.
That's all. How did that come about?
Oh, my baby's just really into. I've been taking her to the studios, and
So
she's always been there with me.
so she's locked in since
Yeah.
day one.
Yeah, she's always been with me, and I'm very like singy songy, like I'm very encouraging of her
Yeah.
when we're at home and things like that. So
So you guys sing together at home a lot.
yeah, she makes like freestyles up and like random shit. Like she'll say little funny stuff. Like I'll just put her on the spot. Like I had just posted a TikTok of her where she came in the morning and she was asking me for this mango juice and she's crying for it. And I was like, I'll get you some mango juice if you make a song about it. And she's like, mango juice, mango juice. She just goes for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's on the end of on the end of the project, right at the end of the song. She loved it. She was really excited. And now, whenever we're around her friends, she's like, "Play our new song. Malia needs to hear our new song."
Oh.
And she wants everyone to hear it. And when her part comes, she like looks around. Like, and then when she's done, she's like clapping. Like, did you guys hear that?
It's gonna promo the hell out of that song real quick.
Yeah, she's amazing. Honestly, she blows my mind. She blows me and Jacob's mind. That's my boyfriend's name. Yeah, she's a character.
So she'll probably be into music the way you were in terms
hope
of
so.
one. You think that would be one of her passions?
She says it, but she also says she wants to be a police officer and a firefighter and a doctor. So
Yeah, you usually have 5 dreams when you're that young. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, she
You have
says a lot of random little dreams that she has. But me and Jacob, we say you can be anything you want to be. You know, but I think that she does have the ability to sing, so I would like to nurture that and see where it goes for her. But yeah, I would never pressure her to do anything. I want her to just feel like wherever she gravitates towards, I'll be supportive of that, to be honest. Yeah. But I hope she wants to. I hope she likes sports too.
Has she tried to play basketball?
She comes to all the games and stuff. We have like a little hoop in the house. She's very competitive though. So that's where I know some sort of sport is going to have to come about because she is competitive about everything. Everything.
And you just ran a game this morning, right?
Yeah, I play at LA
She'd be
Fitness
like,
in the
"Yo,
morning.
Mom, I want to go bowling."
Yeah, we go bowling. I bowl. I bowl. I'm pretty good.
Oh, you're competitive.
Yes,
We
I
already
am.
know.
I'm very competitive.
Don't be trying to play against her.
You guys trying to bowl?
We do.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, we do.
Yeah.
We love some bowling.
Yeah, I love bowling.
Every now and then we'll all, crew up and go out, make 2 different teams that go at each other.
Yeah, I like bowling a lot. Me and my boyfriend go like probably once a week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we like to go to Winnetka Bowl and.
So you're probably averaging what, 185, 205?
I'm gonna give myself 170.
170.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That is good. I mean, that's consistent bowling. If you go every week, you could get your targeting down, you could get your roll down.
That's really like a couple open frames. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my high is 237 though.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
good.
Yeah.
I haven't hit a number like that since I was a kid, bro.
Get back
Yeah,
into
me
it.
neither.
It's like, fuck, man. You know what it is? Because when we go bowling, we'll do the first game with no warm-ups.
Yeah.
So like me, I need to fucking warm up because I got to get my targeting down. And it usually takes about 4 or 5 frames of a warm-up for
Yeah.
me to get that.
Yeah.
So if we're playing a straight-up game off top, my first scores are fucked.
Yeah. Mine
My
sometimes
best scores like that was like over 40 years ago. That's deep in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys got to get back into it so you can get your
Oh, yeah.
your score back up
Oh,
again.
oh, yeah. We're getting our scores back up.
Do you guys have your own ball though?
I do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I want to get a new one.
Yeah.
How many do you got now?
I got like 3.
Yeah.
He's got 3 balls.
Yeah, we have a couple balls at our house too.
I think you have to have your own. I think I got mine a little too heavy though. I got a 14, and I think I should have a 12.
How do you know how to
That's what
gauge?
I
Oh,
want.
you got to stay with the 14.
Well, yeah, that's
I
the
like
Powerball.
12.
Yeah.
How
But
do you
I-
know what your weight should be on that?
Well, it shouldn't be too heavy. Heavy enough, but not too heavy. It just depends,
I
The-
might
The heavier the ball, you might knock down more pins if you got the right velocity.
Yeah, because the pins are like 3 to 4 pounds.
Yeah.
So if you have a light ball, it don't
not
be
doing much.
pumping like that.
You could crack it down the fucking pipe like with velocity, and you might leave 2 up.
Yeah.
Oh.
But with
With
a
the-
heavy ball,
Yeah, with the
You
heavy
know,
ball,
you're
you're
not
getting.
Plowing
it
through
down.
that shit. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you should definitely try to. If anything, try to bowl.
I'm going with these guys now.
People use like a lighter ball on the second roll when they gotta maybe
Get a pickup.
Get a pickup,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay.
But that first ball is the heavy one.
I'm a 12-pounder all the time.
Yeah. Do you straight bowl or can you hook it?
I can hook, but I
You prefer to straight
I
bowl?
throw straight with that natural arc, from,
Yeah, kinda
from just letting the
bangs.
hand turn
Uh-huh.
over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
What
but
about you?
I straight underhanded. I mean, I could,
Yeah.
I have a few different ways that I roll. Whichever one is working that day is what I stick with,
Yeah.
but usually it's the underhanded one. I've been like thinking about like trying to do that
The hook.
that hook. Yeah.
I hope-
Aton this last time we were in Chicago. We were actually in Chicago the last time we bowled, just like last week or something like that. And he was rolling underhand the whole time, and he was rolling like shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with you, dude? Just roll the way you roll. So he starts hooking it, And
it was,
boom,
oh,
he
yeah.
starts dropping them. I'm like, where was it? He was on our team. Every time he's on our team, he does this.
Why are you experimenting when you're on our
Yeah, don't experiment when you're on my
Isn't
team.
that the worst when you play with someone, they play like shit, and then they play against you and they play good? I
Yeah.
get so mad. I swear to God, when we're playing basketball, I'll be like, where the fuck was that?
Yeah.
When you played with me.
Yeah.
I literally get so annoyed. There's this one guy that I play with all the time. His name is Effie. Shout out to Effie. He's like this little older Israeli guy. And he's funny as hell. He shoots with two hands, but he be cashing shit. And whenever he plays with me, I get so annoyed because he dribbles with one hand and he doesn't pass at the right time. And in basketball, it's all about timing. Like you only have a split second, and I shoot, so people they be trying to guard me. So I only have a split second to get my shot off, and his ass. So I don't play with him. I don't play with him anymore.
He takes too long.
Yeah,
huh?
and when he literally he knows Effie, we're not playing on the same team. Don't even ask me. But yeah, so when he plays against me, his ass be cashing everything. I'm like, I hate you. You're so annoying. Honestly, you're so annoying. And I'll be like, I'll be going at it with Effie, and he'll come to me and he'll be like, Toni, you have to be nice to me. People think you're crazy. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You're annoying.
That's that competitive nature right there.
Yeah, I'm too competitive.
But yeah, when you have a teammate that's gold bricking and then you put them on another team and they're hustling and you're like, what the fuck?
Literally.
Yeah.
It makes me so annoyed. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Any other sports you guys like?
I mean, football, baseball,
Yeah.
soccer?
soccer.
Soccer. Yeah,
Or
I
football.
never got into soccer.
Football.
I enjoy everything Red Bull.
Hockey.
Oh, really?
Get
Yeah.
down
Like
with
the
some
extreme
hockey.
sports and
Yeah,
stuff?
everything Red Bull does.
Yeah, Red Bull got
They're
some.
on point.
Yes,
They're on point. They're
true that. Extreme sports.
And Monster and Red Bull, they're all just killing it.
Monster does stuff like that?
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
They do the monster trucks. They do
Ooh.
the motocross.
Yep.
And what else? They
They
do
got a
some
lot of
other shit.
BMX.
Yeah.
Can I actually smoke one of your
Yes,
joints?
indeed.
I don't want to smoke tobacco in here.
Oh, you could smoke tobacco.
No, I don't. You said that you don't like it, so I don't want to do
Oh
that.
no, I don't like cigarettes. I don't mind blunts.
It's okay.
I used to smoke blunts myself.
Thank
but,
you.
But I respect
You've
that.
given
It's
it
all
up.
good.
When did you stop smoking blunts?
Probably 96, 97.
I thought you were going to say
remember
like
that.
2014.
No, I stopped around 97, 98, I think.
What
I
made
remember
What
that.
made you stop?
Because on the road, because we were smoking blunts like crazy, and we were drinking whiskey and all the shit that one does when you're young and wild and shit. And for me, I didn't.
Don't blame it on the whiskey, B.
No, no, it's not just the whiskey's fault. But I didn't have control of my voice yet, right? In the live form,
Yeah.
right? I was yelling a lot because of the adrenaline and all that stuff before you.
And you feel like you need to be louder so that the crowd can hear you.
Yeah, and you don't really need to be, but you feel like psychologically, the louder I am, they're going to get hyper. But that's not the trick. I didn't know that then, so I'm, screaming in the shows, and I'm smoking blunts before, during, and after the shows, and with the whiskey, my voice would be hoarse all the time. So I'd start off the tour okay, but like by the third, fourth show, my voice has now changed, and I realized a lot of it was with the blunts because it would like scratch my fucking throat up most of the time. So I tried like letting go of the blunts, and I stopped drinking the whiskey before the shows. Nothing with carbonation, none of that, just to see if it would help. And my shit started sounding a little bit more normal. So after that, the other thing was that because I smoked so much blunts, I was spitting up brown shit all the time from the tobacco leaf and all that.
Yeah.
When I switched over to the joints, haven't had one of those since that time.
That was a big thing in hip hop because you guys were known. You did that high time issue where you
Yeah,
how to roll
I mean-
a blunt and all that shit. You know what I mean? So dudes were like, "What? What's that?
East-
Smoking blunts no more? What the
The
fuck?"
East
You know what I
Coast knew about the blunts already. This is where I got it from, but like High Times had never done a piece on it, so the rest of the world didn't know shit about blunts. I
Yeah.
mean, they smoke spliffs in Europe and all that, and now in some cases here.
You heard about it in music.
Yes, and a spliff is a cigarette. I mean, it's a joint with tobacco
That's
in it, right?
basically what I smoke.
Yeah.
Right. So, nobody really
basically.
knew about the blunts until we did this High Time shit.
Yeah, that was
Except
dope.
again, people on the East Coast, they knew because it was their shit. We put it out there, and I was smoking a lot of blunts at that time. So we were like the representation of this shit right here.
For real.
And we smoked too much of that shit, and it just affected me in a way that like I already didn't like tobacco.
Yeah.
And I came to the realization that I'm smoking tobacco, and I'm getting that little head spin that happens when you smoke tobacco, and then the cough that came from it.
What about the brown juice on your lips?
I didn't really get that, but
You know what it is.
yeah, that
And you passing the blunt to everybody, it's all juicy.
yeah, it gets all fucking wrecked. But I let go of it, and I got control of my voice, and my lungs felt better, and that's pretty much what caused me to let them go. And
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stop soon.
and I found, after a while that smoking the joints, that I could taste the weed more than I did when we were putting the good shit in blunts.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So that was the big realization right there. And after that, been joints since then.
Wow.
Joints on glass tips.
Yeah.
Even better.
I just love the rush from the tobacco. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't even.
People
honestly,
like that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even really like smoking weed without tobacco in it because I just love that combination. But yeah, it's
I
something.
mean, we all used to be like that. Like I couldn't smoke a joint, a blunt if there was no blunts around. I would have to go.
You couldn't smoke weed without the blunt
Yeah,
wrap.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't really know that we were addicted to the tobacco at that
Yeah.
point.
I smoked spliffs for about 10 years.
Yeah.
But that was like I had the meanest cough, wake up gasping for my breath, like,
Yeah.
just like, fuck this.
See, I smoked blunts, but I didn't smoke spliffs. The only time I smoked a spliff was by accident. You go to Europe, and they're throwing joints on stage at us back in the 90s. They don't do it so much anymore because weed is expensive.
Yeah.
Back then, not so much, right? Because it wasn't great weed. But they throw it up on stage. And my first time in Europe, I don't know the get down. I see a joint right there, right? So I pick it up, boom, hit it, take a big ass pull, and I'm like, now my head is spinning,
Yeah.
and I'm coughing uncontrollably.
Oh, I thought the high was way better than
And
tobacco.
no, man,
On
it
stage?
was not for me.
That shit happened on stage?
Yes, this happened on stage. I'm trying to get my shit together to get to the next line, and fuck me, man. That's why I stopped picking up joints on stage.
Yeah.
And that was like in 93, 94 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, the spliffs were not the thing for me. That shit was a rude awakening for me. Because I took away, because over there, it's not like here, right? Over here, people that smoke spliffs add more weed than they do tobacco. It's like more weed and a pinch of tobacco, right?
Mine's opposite.
Yours is opposite?
Mine's disgusting. No.
Okay, so yours is
no,
like European style for real.
I do a lot of tobacco.
Yeah, so in let's just say England, pure smokers, they'll smoke pure weed like us, but like this
crackhead.
but the spliff smokers, they'll put like a lot of tobacco and a pinch of weed in
sprinkle,
it.
yeah.
Is that how you do it?
I do like 50-50.
Oh, okay. That's at least fair.
Yeah.
But the way they do it is 60 or 70-30.
Yeah.
I do
It's
about
pretty fucking way off.
Yeah, I used to do about an 80-20 blend.
Of weed and tobacco.
Yeah,
What was 20?
20 tobacco.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was basically
I
about
can't
an
even
inch
do
of a
that, but-
cigarette. I'd break that up into it.
I can't even do that, but I'm saying if I would have picked your spliff up, I probably wouldn't have lost control like that because it's 80-20. This shit was 80-20 the other way.
Yeah,
I was like,
Yes, yeah, I would have been like,
oh my God.
Called a cough attack.
Yeah, it is crazy how much you're like, especially if you're drinking when you smoke tobacco, how much more drunk it makes you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it makes your buzz way more.
oh, is that why
strong.
people like smoking with
That's why I think people like smoking hookah. They don't realize that they like the effects of what tobacco does when you're drinking. Like when you're a little tipsy
I hate
and you
hookahs.
smoke. I don't smoke it anymore, but when I was younger, hookah crackhead. I bought a hookah. That was one of the first things I bought when I got my apartment when I moved to LA when I was 21. But yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that they are slightly addicted to tobacco or just into the way that it makes them feel when they're drinking. They don't know that that's what it's doing. Not to say they don't know, but maybe they do. They just like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when you're drinking and you smoke tobacco, it's like, whoa.
I feel like that when I'm drinking whiskey, not for tobacco, but with weed. I tend to smoke more weed when I'm drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a Guinness. I don't feel like the same thing. Like when I drink a Guinness, I don't feel like okay, let me roll 2-3 more up and go. But something about it, man. I don't know. It happened in the last few years where I noticed that if I'm kind of lit, I'll smoke a bunch of weed right there because it just somehow it tastes better.
It's like a cigar with like a brandy or whatever.
Yeah, I could see why motherfuckers end up smoking a big ass cigar like that because it puts you in a place where if that's something you enjoy it more.
Word.
But they're like sweet and sour, you know. They're really contrasting flavors. That's why they go together so well.
Yeah,
I mean,
that too.
Obviously, the fade is quite nice too.
The fade
you know
is,
what I mean?
the fade is the fade.
Yeah, you're going for the fade ultimately,
the fade out.
but
Fade is at the
but flavor wise, you know, they pair well.
I mean, the cold beer is good too. You know.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cold beer and some weed,
Yeah.
can't go wrong with
But
that.
if you're a rookie, it's a bad combo.
Oh, yeah.
Should have put your ass to the dirt.
That's not for amateurs.
Not for amateurs. Because I remember when I was an amateur.
Oh yeah.
It was fucking awful.
I was a snitch when I was younger. Like, with my brother.
Oh,
You used to
Like-
rat your brother out?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Like I was so like the DARE program, like that connected with me. Like I had such a like,
No
I swear,
way.
like
Now look at you.
I had like I swear to God, I had like a super high like moral, like I don't know, like I feel like
Yeah.
I had to do the right thing.
Right.
And so like my brother, yeah, he started kind of, you know, dabbling in smoking weed and drinking and stuff. And he was like someone that I just idolized so much when I was a kid. He was 4 years older than me. And I just thought my brother was so cool. And I thought he was going to, you know, like he was so good at sports. Like I thought he was going to go to college, like for sports and stuff. And he started smoking weed and he was just.
And this is Chi-Town times, right?
Yeah, but we lived in the suburbs. We live in the west suburbs. We lived like this really big like apartment complex.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's like starting to hang out with like the skaters. Like my brother liked to like, what is it? Like aggressive skate.
Yeah.
yeah.
So he was like really into that. He knew how to grind and stuff. And yeah, he came home one night and I could hear it in his voice that he was like intoxicated or like under the influence of something. And I wouldn't let him in.
It's fucked up.
I know.
Oh,
I was like,
damn.
he was maybe, I was like in 6th grade and he was a sophomore in high school. Yeah. So then he ended up, we lived on the first floor. So he went upstairs and kind of like fell asleep on the, there's like a platform before you like go inside the hallway. He like,
DARE program, just breaking up families.
he fell asleep
Lobby.
and then he woke up thinking that he was still on the first floor. So he went to the apartment that would have been ours had he been on the first floor, and he knocked on the door.
Oh, man.
And the lady got kind of scared because it was like in the middle of the night, and she, you know, felt like he was intoxicated. So then she called the police, and then the police came.
Oh,
And
man.
the police are knocking at our door, and my dad had to get woken up. And my brother they handcuffed him and like let him go inside the house.
How
And
old
my-
was your brother?
He was a sophomore, and I was in 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
And then my dad was like, Tony, why would you do that? Just let him in the house. And I was like, he was high.
Oh, drugs, father.
That's so bad. Yeah, my brother's still like, and then like as I started going through high school, I started like drinking in high school and stuff. And so yeah, my brother would like get me alcohol. And when he would get it, he'd be like, "You used to be the biggest fucking snitch."
He never forgot.
Yeah,
that.
never gonna let you
Oh,
live
there was
that
other.
down.
I found his bong once, gave it to my dad. My dad gave it back.
Poor guy.
Was your dad with the shits? Did he smoke too?
He must have.
Yeah, I
had
honest-
to.
Yeah, I think my dad definitely smoked. I didn't know. I never saw my dad smoke or anything. My dad smoked cigarettes though, and my dad was like, I would say my dad was like a functioning alcoholic, maybe. Like not to diagnose him as anything, but my dad drank a lot of Corona. And now that I'm an adult and I know how much Corona, how many beers you can drink to get drunk, my dad was definitely drinking hella fucking beer. You know, so
Please, yeah.
It's a realization we come to much later.
yeah. I was like,
I
oh,
mean,
yeah.
that's everybody's pops, you know.
Yeah.
Like, Corona all day, like
For me, it was more my uncles. My
Yeah.
father didn't really drink so much.
Yeah,
Corona's a
At
light
least
beer.
I didn't see him
the
drink.
Corona extra,
Oh well, you know.
Corona Extra.
extra. But yeah,
Yeah.
my dad drank a lot of beer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
yeah.
like to get it fade
I
on.
was a big snitch.
She liked to get the fade on.
That's how it was. That's how the old school was, though. You know what I mean? Old school liked to get their. I remember driving. We go to the beach, you know, with our grandparents, and we'd all be sitting on the bench seat, no seat belts, 6-pack on the bench. You know what I mean? Just crushing beer.
Oh, people openly drank. They didn't give a fuck.
yeah, it was. It was all good. No one
That shit was normal.
I remember when motherfuckers were so brazen to like throw beer cans right out their car.
All the time.
That's crazy.
Oh man, it was all the time.
Shit is crazy.
There wasn't no cell phones.
No.
That's crazy to think about.
People were riding in the back of the truck,
The rules were very thin then.
Yeah.
going down the freeway in the back of the truck.
That was the crazy shit that they allowed that.
That
I mean-
combo of you can drink and no seatbelt. Yeah, that's a crazy combo, bro.
And
Be
you could
drinking in the back of the truck.
and you could put your
at 70.
and you could put your kids in the bed of the truck.
Yeah, get in the back, kids.
Yeah.
Safer.
They allowed that for way too long.
That's
Sitting on the
crazy.
wheel well.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
where's little
actually.
Jimmy?
I remember riding in the back of those trucks.
Oh man, I
every
rode
now
in
and
trucks
then.
for miles.
When I think about it, mad dangerous. Because if somebody would have slammed into the back of that truck, bro, we were all done.
It hit a hard bump. Your
Done
ass is
deal.
Flying out.
Or a hard bump, you might fly out.
Yeah.
Or if you got the asshole driving who's like just go try to terrify you and then toss you out because he can't drive that well. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
Where's little Jimmy?
Where's Jimmy? Oh, he flew out of the back of the truck.
Stop.
Timmy's with him.
Stop. Yeah, you guys have a lot of trucks in California.
Yeah, in Orange County, most especially. There's a
Dang,
lot of
for
fucking
real.
trucks down there.
Really? I don't really
Yeah.
go out there that
The
often.
the lifted trucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but throughout California, period. There's
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
Midwest we have trucks, but it's not as common. You guys, like everybody, there's so many pickup trucks here.
Yeah. They'd
Yeah,
be
we don't-
raising them to the sky, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people in the Midwest, they like Monte Carlos, like those old school Monte. I mean, people out here like them too,
Yeah.
but more in the Midwest. I'm saying,
If you want to buy a Monte Carlo, you got to go to the Midwest to find it. They might have some here, but like the restoration is going to be different because people hold them together a little bit better in the Midwest than they do here.
Interesting.
if
when-
it's garage kept.
Yeah. Usually you might find it from an old person.
How much is a Monte Carlo like that?
I don't know. I haven't looked up the value on
There
that
it is.
shit in a very long time. But usually you find it probably from an old person who
Yeah, those
just
are the
took
best ones.
took care of it.
20s,
Was
30s.
it the
huh?
garage? It's got maybe 30,000 miles on it.
Oh,
They
wow.
barely drive.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
That's where you find the real good ones from the
Yeah.
old folks.
Yeah, there's old people out here that be having some nice old stuff. My boyfriend actually flips cars, so I know random things now that I never knew before about cars.
Random car shit.
But-
Now you
yeah.
know.
But
Knowledge
it's
is
crazy.
knowledge
California
is good.
cars are nice
Knowledge is good.
because you guys don't have rain, so the rust isn't really a big factor.
We don't have enough rain.
Yeah, not enough rain.
Oh
that is
man,
the truth.
I just came back from Miami and I was thinking, I can't wait to see the rain out there. It rains like that tropical rain, is that heavy ass fucking thunder.
You got that
and
muggy
lightning
rain out
and-
there.
Yeah, well I mean it's just
Yeah,
swamp
thunder and
rain.
lightning.
Humid rain.
But that thunder and lightning, man, we don't really get that out here in Cali like that.
Nah, I mean you get it randomly, but it's not quite intense like what
my
y'all got over
area.
there.
Because I think it has to do with the humidity.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
big ass. What is it? The cumulus. What is it?
Yes,
Cumulus
yes.
cloud,
Cu-
yeah.
Cumulus clouds.
what they're called?
I think
Called?
so, yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think you got it right.
Something like that. One of them big ass clouds.
It's the-
Humidity stays like in the 90s up there, like every day, even at night.
That's any tropical place that has like that kind of humidity, subject to that thunder and lightning.
Oh, I love that shit though. I can't front.
Why? What do you like about that?
I don't know. It's something peaceful about it for me.
I was scared.
With the,
I think
with the
it-
lightning,
Yeah.
that's because you're
I was too scared.
son of Shango, dog. That's what it is, Papa. All right. No,
That's right.
I really know.
I don't know that. You guys are speaking something I don't know.
Yeah.
No, thunderstorms scared me bad because in the Midwest we got to worry about tornadoes,
Oh, that's right.
and we got it gets humid in the summer in the Midwest, so it would be like you knew if it was some like 3 days in a row it was really nice and sunny, you knew a thunderstorm was gonna come.
Oh, wow.
It was like it was just building up. And it would just thunderstorm so bad. I used to be scared. We have to do tornado drills and that kind of stuff. I used to be terrified of tornadoes.
Yeah, that's
can
just
imagine.
scary as fuck.
The thought of
That's-
it just scared me so bad. And I
mean,
watched
that-
all the Twister movies and shit,
That-
other books.
that
They're
shit
pretty.
is-
They're pretty terrifying. If it's
Hell
a big
yeah.
one, you don't want to be caught in no big ass tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's why people that live in Tornado Alley, man, that shit is crazy that they live there, knowing that any given point in that season it could done deal for the city
Houses
or
are
the
cheap
town.
probably over there, right?
Tornadoes
Yeah.
do not discriminate on whose lives they are gonna wreck.
Hell no. One day your house is over here.
And then later that afternoon, and about an hour later,
They find pieces of your house all over.
all over, miles away.
And you're lucky if you weren't in it.
Yeah, I was scared. I was scared of those. No joke. I used to make my friends say the word tomato instead of tornado because I was afraid that if we said it, that it would happen.
Like Beetlejuice and shit.
I swear, like all my friends-
Tornado.
Hey, but that's a fear though. I
scared.
mean, because
damn.
that shit right there is Mother Nature at its finest.
Yeah.
But that's a legit fear. They come steady in that region.
That's a legit
Yeah.
fear.
Yeah,
This
I
is what
used
they
to be
make you do
scared.
in school. You go to the hallway, you put a book over your head.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna
What
help.
the hell? How is that gonna help?
That's not gonna help.
We used to say that. We used to like,
It's
what is
like
this gonna do?
Well,
It's gonna give you wings when it picks your ass up.
Well, the thing is that the schools, you know, they have you go there because it's probably the safest place to be. That's the one structure or one of a few structures that ain't going to get compromised the same way as a house. A
Yeah.
house is going to go. There, you know, unless your house is made of brick and steel, that shit is
What's
going
that
to
little
go.
book gonna do, right?
I think
Yeah.
the little
I
book,
just want to point out how cheap the schools are. Look, stop with the book
back-
covering the head. Just buy helmets.
Right?
Well, yeah, why not?
Close their helmet.
Why not? Get earthquake helmets.
Get your helmets on, everybody.
Get earthquake helmets for the kids. Get tornado helmets for the kid. Helmets.
Show the
Yeah, you can give
Doc.
you could give full face or just like a dome. You know what I mean?
Nah, I think you're right. I think the structure of the building is enough to keep people safe for shit like
Well,
that.
for a
And the
school,
book is just
yeah.
to keep them from the things that falling from the roof.
Well, that's
you know,
why they
like-
should have helmets as opposed to
Yeah, just get some helmets on, kids.
Make it quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that could get ripped is the roof, if anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, the
Yeah.
way they make schools is not the same way they make a house. A house is the school is like a government building with fucking brick and
It's
it's
tough,
solid.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
We were always told to go into the basement and stuff if you were in a house or a building that had a basement, and that's really common in the Midwest. Like that's not common here in California. You guys don't have basements.
You know, really,
Yeah,
what them kids needs is straight up fireman helmets and their jacket. They'd be good. You put on your jacket and your hat, bam, they're set.
Yeah, it was cool though. Like it was cool. There was a time I drove from Chicago to Kansas. I got invited to play at a basketball camp. Actually, it wasn't cool. It was terrifying. Now that I think about it, but
shit.
thinking about it in hindsight, it was
Switched up
cool.
quick.
But it was scary in the moment.
Oh, okay.
But like, yeah, we were driving through a huge thunderstorm in Kansas, and I was like, I've watched The Wizard of Oz so many times. That was probably where my fucking fear stemmed from. Honestly,
You were looking for them ruby slippers.
I was so scared.
Oh, shit.
I was so scared.
You
It
can
was-
easily have an experience going through the Midwest and getting chased by a tornado.
Yeah.
That can happen. It
Yeah.
does happen.
Yeah, if it changes direction in the path you're in, it feels like it's following.
Yeah, I mean,
I trip out on the motherfuckers that chase those things.
Yeah,
man. Like
I
they
like
go,
watching the videos.
that they go to it.
they go in them.
Yeah.
They
Well, they
drive
don't
into 'em.
necessarily. Not all of them. They don't go into because they will get swept.
I don't know
Still
what
got
that-
some big cojones to do
Yeah,
that shit.
there's that one homie that he got that interceptor and he goes and just plants him, just gets right in him. Crazy.
I need to see that.
Shit.
Yeah, same here. I need to see that shit too. There he goes. Look at that.
Wow.
Imagine being that close.
That's terrifying.
That's two of them right there too. The other one you just can't see
You
it.
can't see it behind him.
The
Yeah.
crazy thing is that they can turn any direction. That thing is going
Yeah.
that way, and they're chilling outside, and that thing will make a U-turn real quick, and you're done.
And they can leap by miles in an instant.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, I
I'd
mean,
take a hurricane over
those
that
things
shit,
are
'cause
going-
At least you get a warning with
That
a
thing could have just popped up in the air and came down and landed right on them. Boom.
Yeah, when you think about how fast those things are fucking going
What do you think the safest place to be is in an earthquake?
nowhere.
out of California.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well,
You don't
know,
think, like, in a car?
it depends on the size. Well, you know,
Maybe.
you might be safe in the car, but
Just until the ground opens up under you.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, if you're,
I was thinking about it the other day. Have you guys been feeling the most recent ones?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't feel the one that was just the other day. But
one woke me up. Well, my boyfriend woke me up, but it woke him up, and he was like, "Toni," and I looked, and he was like, "You feel it?" I was like, "What the fuck?" That was my first time second time actually really feeling one since I've lived here. But yeah, we were talking about it, like where would be the safest place to go if it was really bad?
In a really bad one, there's nothing you can do. There is no safe place. You just ride it out
get under a table is what they tell you.
if you can. As it's flying around the house, you got to chase it.
Stop.
Yeah.
Did you guys experience the one that happened?
I never been in a really
94?
big one.
Yeah, the 94 one. And what was it, Northridge or something?
Yeah, it was in Northridge. I lived in Venice at the time, but we felt it like it was close. It was that heavy that it like shook all the way down to Venice. Like I woke up, at 3 a.m. to use the restroom, and I start hearing this rumbling noise. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And it was the shock wave coming to us.
Yeah.
And then like slamming Venice. It wasn't like it hit Northridge. Northridge got fucked up, but it was that strong that we felt it pretty heavy all the way down in Venice.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was that was crazy.
I felt earthquakes that have come straight up from under us and just made us pop straight up. I've felt the ones that shake like a real quick shakers.
Yeah.
I've been in ones where I seen a wave go through the building. It looked like a wave happened.
Yeah.
I was like, how the hell did the building just warp?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not come apart.
Yeah.
Like it just like dematerialized for this thing. It was the most craziest shit.
Yeah.
That's the thing about living here in California. We don't got the hurricanes or the tornadoes, but we got them fucking quakes.
Yeah.
Seen the swimming pool and the jacuzzi just throwing the water out.
Like that shit
Man.
this is what it does to our freeway.
Stop. That's happened?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's old school right there.
No.
Cop went off that one.
Yeah. That
Passed
freeway.
away?
Yeah, that freeway is now named after that cop.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. He couldn't see that it
The
had
bridge
collapsed.
had collapsed.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah, that was one of my big fears when I moved here was earthquakes
Oh,
too.
shit, that's right.
I was nervous about that.
Look at that. That car just missed being smushed to fuck.
Whoa.
Y'all got shit that could wipe houses away. We got shit that like destroys structures like
Yeah.
freeways and shit.
Yeah, it just breaks the freeway down.
One blows, one shakes.
Well, it is crazy too. Do you guys remember that movie, The Day After Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Love that movie.
That movie always makes me think of like how crazy something like that would be if it happened. Like, especially the scene when the ocean was as tall as the
Oh yeah.
Statue of Liberty?
That scared the shit out of me. Like just the thought of that.
I
was
think
so
that's the
scary.
cover poster, like the movie poster thing. There it is. See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Statue of Liberty taking a bath.
Imagine seeing that shit, Leezy.
It's crazy.
I ain't worrying about that shit because there ain't not a damn thing you gonna do about it. If that happens.
Yeah.
You're like, well,
Yeah. You're pretty much done.
Hope that you with good people. You got some good weed, maybe some good food or drinks, whatever. You know what I mean?
Shit. What was that movie? Maybe it's the same one where homeboys in the Tibetan mountains with the monks, and all of a sudden that
2012.
fucking wave comes over and
2012,
destroys
yeah.
all that. Yeah.
Duck in the building and hit up the stairs as quick as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
mm-hmm.
These movies scare the shit out of people because of what if.
Yeah.
What if that really happened? Like
Yeah.
this. Yeah, he's on top of one of the highest mountains in the world, and he's looking for the fucking wave to come splash him out, son.
He's all calm and shit.
It's like, okay, this is the time that I go now.
That's Steph. He's like, well, what are you going to do?
I'm
Not a damn thing
transcending.
you're doing right there. You got a good view. That's it.
Exactly.
I'm about to transcend.
Take it in.
Yep.
Yep, take it in.
In the water.
As Tool would say, learn to swim.
Jump in and take a ride.
Learn to swim.
Swim for your life. Word up. If you haven't taken the time to smash that like yet, please do it. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Crack the all notification bell and get down with the content we drop. Share it out. Do all the things. And we got a mix after this. Psycho Leezy's going to be on deck. All right. Catch it on Twitch, B_Real TV, and on Be Real TV 2 right here on YouTube. or the home site, www.breal.tv. And we're about to get into submissions.
What?
Submissions, 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 submissions.
All right, we got a lot of submissions today. First one's up, our homeboy Alex, all the way down in Dallas. He's saying, "What's up? Be real. I found these Bobos dipped peanut butter and dark chocolate."
Right on. Bobo is an entrepreneur. He's into everything.
Big time.
5 oat bars.
Those look good.
Yeah. Especially right now that we've been smoking all this weed.
You guys need these on tour.
I need these right now.
Yeah, bring it.
Peanut butter, dark chocolate, and oats. I mean, come on. Excellent. Can't go wrong with
It's good for you.
And speaking of Bobo, he's actually having his B movie night tonight. That's going to be at 6 p.m., hosted by Eric Bobo.
Awesome.
He doesn't know what he's choosing yet, though. He hasn't picked out the movie yet, so hit him on the Discord.
Hit him on the Discord. For
All right, our homeboy Mike, all the way in New York, saying, "Yo, B, have you guys ever been to Luigi's Pizza in New York?"
I have not. But now that you've mentioned it to me, next time I am there, I will try it.
It's in Brooklyn.
Ooh, okay.
I love New York pizza though, man.
I don't.
I like that.
I like it.
Greasy ass, flat.
I can't say that I love it.
Yeah.
Some of their pizza's overhyped. Sorry, Les.
Sorry, Les.
But there are some places that have the bomb pizza. It's just that,
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of like the thin,
No.
big like piece like that.
deep dish.
No, I like deep dish, but that's like special occasion.
That's that.
That's a
shot.
lot of
That's
dough.
Shot Town.
I just like regular. I
Yeah.
just like the regular thin crust. Like,
Same. I don't like
but,
it
like
when
I love when the dough is. I don't know. Like the dough is different. Like to me, that like New York pizza is kind of like school lunch pizza.
Yeah. I think
some
that's
places,
what it
yeah.
reminds me of.
A lot of it is like school. That's a great.
It's like a simple
comparison.
school lunch pizza.
Yeah, I think you just got to go to the right pizzeria.
Yeah.
right?
No, don't come for me. Wait.
You gonna let them get away with that, Les?
I don't
swear
agree.
your
I don't
pizza-
agree with none of y'all, but I'm just listening. Like
New York,
okay.
watch
I mean,
it right now.
you can't.
All
There's,
right, whatever.
there's no way for you to agree with us on that. You're from there, and you already know there's pizza spots
It's
that you know.
nostalgic for you.
That-
Yo, B, New York's
If-
watching
okay,
right now.
Okay, hold up, Les. If you were going to suggest a pizza spot to someone,
Yeah.
what would it be? In New York.
I mean, there's definitely my favorite place, but New Yorkers will probably say there's better ones. Artichokes.
Artichokes.
There's pizza they make. If you look that up, it's
All right.
really good.
Where is that? Is that in Queens or Manhattan?
Yeah, Manhattan mostly. Yeah.
How about in Queens?
Queens. Yeah. Well, there's some like mamas and papas like spots that they ain't
Homemade
famous.
shit, yeah.
Italian, real Italian food, and they make the good bomb pizzas.
Yeah.
All right.
See, New York to me has always been pizza by the slice. That's what like New York pizza is. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's like,
Whereas like I come out here, like I'm getting a whole pie. I want a whole pizza.
Their pies
you
are
could
too
get
big.
a pie too. They'll make you a pie.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying I've never associated them with the full pie. They've always been you get a slice or two out there, maybe 3 if you really faded at like 4 a.m.
I think that's one of the first things you did back like in the 80s or 90s when you went to New York first. I'm going to go try a slice of pizza because you heard about it over here for so long.
Yep.
What's so great about their fucking pizza?
Yep.
And then if you find a spot, you're like, ah.
I find as a Californian, we go over there and we're always like, man,
Because we don't know the spots. That we
that wasn't it.
Look, once upon a time, we didn't know the spots to go.
Yeah.
But going to New York for several years now you know the fucking spots to go.
If you're in New York, definitely there's always a Joe's Pizza.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Everybody thought it was
Miami
Ray's
too,
that you
Joe's
go
Pizza.
to. Remember, it was Ray's Pizza. There was like a big franchise of pizza spots. You went to Ray's or something like that.
Can't go wrong.
And yeah, you go to Ray's and it's like,
I grew up on thick crust pizza, so when I started having the New York style pizza, was like, it didn't make no sense. I was like, man, why is this so thin?
Yeah.
Now I can appreciate it, but I especially only appreciate it if it's really crispy. I don't want my slice to like fall apart when I pick it up.
I'll
gotta
tell you right
fold it,
now,
man. You fold it.
Tell you
I
right
know,
now.
but I don't want to have to fold it.
The shit I like now that surprised me was the cauliflower crust pizza.
Oh yeah.
Is it good?
That shit is really good.
For real?
And it's good for you.
Good for you, but it's actually good. I thought I'd be hating on it, but nah.
I was hating on
Who
it.
has that?
It's that's what's it?
CPK
California
has
California
it?
Pizza Kitchen.
Yeah, CPK has it.
Yeah, other spots have it, but like that's some shit they do
I'm
specifically.
about to order one of those.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna
sounds-
try it.
Do it.
Good.
Here's what a psycho was talking about: artichoke pizza.
Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah, come on, man.
Look at that.
Now, see, I get it. I
Staten
get why.
Island.
I get why you like it, but that
That's
just
what I
seems
like, the
generic.
artichokes.
I think if you see it up close, it doesn't look generic. Just in these pictures, it's
Yeah,
different.
these pictures.
Oh, that
is-
looks
is-
pretty decent.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The dough is thicker than I would. That in a way I like more.
And when you serve it to me, just give those pepperoni some dabs. Soak up some of that juice.
You want to take some of that juice off.
You get to keep some of that juice.
That job is on the person buying the slice.
Okay, I'm too hungry. Stop showing us now.
See, this is what happens to us. This is how our fans torture us right here. This is just, it's only the beginning.
I like that
okay.
ricotta on the pizza too. The ricotta.
Yeah, it is.
All right, what else you got?
Jesus, mom.
All right, this is funny. Mike's also saying only in New York. We got this guy on the scooter carrying a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Wait till we trip it over here.
Shit, go to India. There'll be triple stuff in that.
Got a box of bananas.
Waters.
I used to push my 412 cabinet for my amp on my bike
Damn,
across town.
you crazy.
You guys got speakers on your bicycles at all or not?
No, but I carry a little
Some
speaker.
people, yeah.
I don't necessarily do that because if 5 of us are carrying a speaker and like we're all riding like in proximity, close proximity, we're all sound clashing. So I don't ride with the speaker. If I'm gonna hear anything, it's gonna be like whatever somebody else got, or I'm gonna put them in my ear. You know what I mean?
You have a motorbike?
No, we ride like BMX bikes, but
Oh,
like
okay.
big frames, 29 inches. We do rides and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I haven't ridden a motorcycle since I was a kid.
Okay.
Shit. Because the thing is, I drive fast, and if I was to be on a motorcycle, I'd probably drive fast and kill myself.
No,
So,
don't say that.
I will never be on one.
Yeah.
So I could say that.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'm just too reckless on with something that fast. You know what I'm saying? I know it. I know my limitations.
Yeah, they're scary.
If I was gonna get a bike, it'd probably be a Harley, so that I
Just
drive
feel
slow with that big ass
yeah.
heavy fucking piece of machine. You know what I'm saying?
bad. That does look fun.
Yeah.
Then you see people just relaxing,
Yep.
music bumping.
I mean, they're in Zen mode when they're rocking those fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going on a run. Salute to the Cypress Hillbillies.
Yeah.
They know what it's like.
Sandiggy.
And M. Kush, no, I do not need a Kawasaki Ninja 700. This is the last thing I need.
Settle down, baby.
All right, next.
Smokestack saying, yo, had to send in something a little healthier. Got some chicken, rice, beans, and got some avocado.
All right. What are those onions on the chicken?
That's what I'm saying.
Not bad.
All right, you zoomed in to the rice with.
Yeah. I think it's some onions
Yeah, that's onions.
Yeah, it's
Red, maybe.
up there. You guys would have this?
Yeah.
not bad
I'll
at that.
fucks with it.
With some hot sauce.
That's a nice healthy blend. That's
I'm
for
hungry,
sure.
I like rice
It's
and
not
peas.
all the way attractive, but I would definitely have it.
It's not a sexy dish.
It's the purple onions. I feel like if they used like a yellow or a white onion, it wouldn't look.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
come
like,
on.
ooh, what is that?
The colors would be different, but I
Yeah.
bet this is delicious.
Yes.
The onions were a poor choice. Should have been mushrooms.
Just eat it
That'd be
with your
nice.
eyes closed.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mushrooms pair better with the chicken.
Just close your eyes.
Mushrooms with rice and peas and avocado.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Wait, mushrooms on this?
I don't think there's any shrooms on there.
No, there's not.
You think there should be,
I think there should be.
or there could be.
I think mushrooms instead of the onions.
Well, hey, it's my
I
choice. It's
Like a nice chicken marsala.
oh, okay. It's my choice.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
I'm sorry.
I'll take the onions. I can only eat
Alright.
mushrooms if I'm in the
I
mood
can't
for it.
smoke this anymore. I'm getting the When you laugh too hard.
Oh, hey,
That
that's
feeling?
that's what this show is. We got laugh hard. All right.
Flo is saying, once you defeat all the other Karens,
Oh,
this
man.
is the final boss.
Oh man. Wow. That yes. Look at that. That is that a wig or is that her real? Is that her real mop?
I'm gonna say that's a wig.
You think that's a wig?
That's a wig.
That's a perfectly groomed wig. Look at that.
It's real.
Damn, she's giving Dr. Greenthumb a run for his money right there.
Are you kidding me?
Look at that thing.
I think it's a real hair.
Spherical.
Yeah, I think she's brash enough to wear her hair like that.
That's called a white afro.
Yeah. A waffro.
A waffro.
Afro.
I could see that.
It does look like her real hair, though.
Or what is also known as a Garfunkel.
Oh.
I need to see 2 more examples of her with that hair to believe that.
There was a singer in the 60s named Art Garfunkel.
Oh,
He was a
okay.
white dude
Rocking that look.
who kind of had a fro.
Yeah.
Similar look, yeah.
My dad could get a nice fro. And he was a white man, so.
Yeah, it happens.
But he did have that
He probably got
unsuspected.
some unsuspected DNA.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Our boy Grant, all the way in Canada, had to send in some pictures of his cats.
All right.
And we also got a couple cat pictures from Steph Tone.
Yeah.
That's your cat?
Yeah.
You got him on the stretch?
That's 2 of them.
Oh,
right
2 of them right there.
Man, he is chilling. Or she.
Yeah, they're both girls. All our cats. In fact, all of our animals is girls.
All female animals, huh? All
That
right.
gray one looks comfy.
Yeah, that's Pixie. She likes to stretch her arms out when she's chilling.
She's
Oh,
on the
that's
stretch
awesome.
right now. Yep. Blending in.
There's all 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hell no.
How old are your cats?
The one on the left,
You don't
that's,
like cats, Lizzie?
that's
You don't
Agnes.
do cats?
She's 5.
Hell
And the other 2, that's Popo and Pixie, and they're both just over a year.
Oh,
Yo,
wow.
I walk into my kitchen and I see this shit. Yo, I'm grabbing the broom. Get the fuck out of here.
They're not
What is
mice.
this?
Oh,
What's going on here?
bro.
Let him have his cats on the couch.
Obviously, you're not a cat person.
He loves his cats.
It's the window they care
Nah,
about.
nah,
I don't know.
fuck that. I have them motherfuckers in the basement tied up, chained.
Nah,
Shit.
oh my God.
Chained.
They're not a dog, son.
Yo, don't say that
Oh,
to the
yeah.
cat community. They'll come
Yeah.
after you.
Oh,
they're
man.
yeah. You gotta
Cats are
watch.
too sophisticated. They need to be.
You
they
gotta-
need to-
You gotta
Wow.
watch this.
All I gotta say is,
Watch this video. Watch this shit on Netflix called "Don't Fuck with Cats."
No
I saw
way.
that.
definitely not.
It's
fucking-
crazy,
I
right?
saw that. It was crazy.
It's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked up. But like it just lets you know how deep the cat community is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's a whole different story, but it lets you know how committed to these animals they are. It's crazy. All right. Next one.
So Mike B sent this in. He sent in 2 Chains' ashtray.
No way.
It's a lot of wasted
that's
weed.
a lot of wasteful weed right there. Where you take 2 hits and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, not many. That's
Not many hits. It'd be-
Probably smoke some later.
Light it real quick and
How
then
you
Every day.
leave the clip there, smoke it later. Like
that's, just,
and later gonna be like a year later.
Yeah.
that's mad
it's
wasteful.
still
son.
smokable, believe it.
That's mad wasteful. And look, he's smoking out paper tips. You would think the homie that does the most expensivest shows would be smoking on some glass tips.
Ain't no glass tips. What the hell?
Ow.
I mean, when you smoking that much, like
Come on, we smoke more than
They ain't consistent in the sizes or the shape.
mad glass tips, like just stacked up.
I rate all them straight up 1.
I was wondering.
I mean, why not just roll him like short, stubby ones if he's only going to take a pull from one, you know what I mean?
exactly.
Instead of wasting all that weed like that?
Yeah, put some nubs on some glass tips.
I bet you somebody's taking that shit home.
This disappoints me right here.
Somebody.
Probably some bullshit.
My hunger went away. I see in this wastefulness, you know what I'm saying? All right.
Midget Mike's giving us a little flashback. Had to send in this picture of you guys gaming.
Ooh.
I was not gaming. I was watching them game. They were playing Madden, as they always do. Nate Dogg, rest in peace, and Snoop, who still probably plays Madden to this day. And, we're just watching. I think Estevan Oreo took the picture. Salute to Estevan. He was there with me when we went to the studio to do whatever it is I was doing there.
Smoke out.
Well, I smoked out for sure. I don't remember what I did on this day, though. I did something, but I don't know what it was.
Look how old that game is right there, that ancient Nintendo.
Is that the original
It's a
PlayStation?
PlayStation, yeah.
Oh, yeah, PlayStation.
I think I was there to listen to something.
Is that Dre next to you?
Yeah, that's Dre right there.
So could that have been that?
He called me in, yeah. But I don't remember what
Puppet
we did.
Master, maybe?
Nah, that was Muggs' shit.
No, oh, that's right.
Yeah, this is, I don't even remember. It could have been, I can't remember. Next. Let's just move on. Too much weed has been smoked from that time to now.
Days Dragon is saying, went to the pop-up vinyl market, only one guy had hip-hop in a single box and found this, had to grab it. He's saying he always updates his stock for this album as it always sells out.
Well, all right. Cheers to that.
Hell yeah.
I could never be mad at that.
Hell no.
Get that vinyl.
And JJ sent this in, or no, Juck sent this in. We got 50 Cent. He has the top comment on this pic. You know there ain't no seat on that bike, right?
Oh, man.
Ouch.
Ow. He is getting all the things right now.
He's getting everything right now.
He is getting everything. He just had another person just today on, it was streamed live on TMZ, another a female that came out and said he raped her in the Bad Boy offices in 2001 or something like that. Drugged her, allegedly drugged her and raped her on the pool table. And she had Gloria Allred with her. And, when you got Gloria Allred with you, Gloria Allred is going at you.
Mm-hmm.
So he got another one. That's another one after Don Richard just came out on him last week. I mean, it's just like
He's
falling
done.
down like the dominoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Crazy,
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's not even including the little boys.
right? I mean, it's
little girl.
not including everybody that's about to be implicated because they looked at the tapes.
Just kids in general.
They got all the tapes of all them fucking parties, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And a lot of people are very silent right now because they're figuring out, fuck, what are we gonna do when we pop up on those fucking tapes?
Yeah.
Because that's a reality. Some powerful people are popping up on that shit. Oops. Oof. Craziness happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just almost like, it almost feels like surreal, like a reality TV show. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like, it feels so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That like, damn, like, this is really happening.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Shocking.
Yeah, it's like hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that I don't, but just like
Well, people have thought for a long time there was a group of people like this in the industry, from movies, from film to the recording industry and TV and all that stuff, that there is a network of motherfuckers that do this, right?
Heroes
And they
and
put
shit,
people in these positions to where it's like, I own you now. And you're going to do whatever I need you to do because I have this shit on you.
yeah.
And some people, maybe play against their will, and some people are totally willing because they're that thirsty for
It's usually
Yeah.
people with money.
that too. Or people trying to get to the next level to get that kind of money. It's just depending on what you're willing to do.
I mean, how long ago was the Chappelle show that when they did that skit on Diddy? When was that?
That's like
Early-
over.
Like early
2000.
2000?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was R. Kelly. Oh no, he
He
did
did-
both.
did it,
He
did
did
both.
both.
He did Making the Band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a play on how he, fucked with people.
Was he the one that had the
Right.
was eating the ostrich egg
Yeah.
breakfast?
Honestly,
Only
Making
the
the Band
finest
was
breast milks.
the cheesecake thing when he made them walk that super far walk to get the cheesecake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about that, that's tame in comparison to the shit you're hearing,
Super.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just
But
saying,
everybody knew.
That was just 20 years ago, though, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's like those industry people knew. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They heard.
They were already talking about it way back then.
Oh,
I'll tell you this though, it was one of the funniest sketches ever, dog, that Dave Chappelle did with this shit.
Dude, it's priceless.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, what else you got?
And the last one so far, Sky Anderson is saying, shout to you guys at the Omaha show, and shout to Trace, saying it's the gloves for me.
Fucking Trey. Look at him.
This time I got real tequila and not ginger ale.
Straight tequila. He likes that little outfit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he does.
in service, son, in service. Thank you for the submissions. Keep them coming to BeRealTVContest at gmail.com, and we put them on. Yeah, he liked the butler outfit look.
Yes, you've been rocking it a few times.
He's
now.
committed
Yeah,
to
that's-
that part of the show
I see
So
that.
funny.
when we do the orchestra shit.
I love that.
Word up. All right, we're about to open up the doors to the insane asylum. That means y'all, if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we're here for it.
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, Jesus is saying, my house had ashtrays all over when I was a little kid of like 10, and he's saying 10 of my uncles would show up and smoke cigarettes and drink. I only smoked cigarettes from 2004 to 2008, and he's saying I barely smoked 2 packs a week. Any former cigarette smokers at the table?
Not I.
I used to smoke cigs.
I've smoked them in high school, but it wasn't something that I did consistently.
Steph has come a long way because I remember when I first met you, Steph Tone, you were smoking cigarettes, chain smoke style, like we smoked joints.
Oh, yeah.
Like every time we lit a joint.
Crush pack and a half, 2 packs a day.
Yeah.
No problem.
What's crazy is that you and I would match joints in those days, right? Like he'd roll one, I'd roll one, I'd roll one, he'd roll one. And in between, he'd be smoking cigarettes. So to not smoke them today, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no. Thank you.
Yeah, I've heard.
How did you eventually stop?
Well, the period leading to that moment was, it wasn't as satisfactory anymore. It wasn't getting that fulfillment. And what made it easy was another friend had already quit, and I was like, oh, all right, I wish you would have told me. I would have stopped when you did. But nonetheless, it's time, and I stopped because ultimately I just switched over to vaping. So about, 6 months of vaping, and I still smoked weed. It wasn't like I wasn't smoking. So I essentially just that's when I started smoking joints all the time again. I made those my cigarettes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is now.
Yeah. Are you still into vaping?
No, I mean I vape, do dabs and have the little pens, but
Yeah.
actual
Oh, that
nicotine.
volcano thing that you have.
Yeah, the volcano.
I smoked that once when I was like a senior in high school, and I felt like everybody was sounding like Charlie Brown. Like it was like womp 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 womp. It was like, so I don't know. It scared me actually. I
That's
never smoked
great.
one of those before after that.
Got lit.
Got lit up, yep.
But
It'll
that's
happen.
awesome though that you stopped smoking.
Yeah, so and I tell you, it's what's been the easiest thing for me is when I came. I actually quit when we were on tour with my band in Europe, and I came back almost like a month later. And when I got home and I smelled my friends who were still smoking, it was immediately recognizing that I smelled like that all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
The ashtray.
yeah. When I recognized that that's what I smelled like all the time, I was just like, Man, I'm done.
That's a hell of a realization.
Yeah, I was like, what a punisher I was.
What's
man.
that smell?
I was
It's me.
crushing everybody where I was going.
So look, anybody listening that's like that smokes tobacco and you think that you can't. I know where this man was back in that time with the tobacco.
I loved it.
And to see that he takes no part in the nicotine at all at this point, and it's been a while now. It's been some years, right? How many?
I'm going on 9 years.
9 years.
Oh yeah.
You could do it too.
Yeah, but
Just saying.
that smell definitely follows you, man.
It does.
Everywhere you go, like you can't run from that.
Oh, my mother
Go.
smoked like for a
Go
long
back.
time.
You don't know it until you stop, because once you get your sense of smell back, and then you smell it, you're like, what?
Yeah, my mother stopped in her late 40s, early 50s or something like that, and I was surprised because she was a smoker.
Lifetime, yeah.
Yeah, and so when I saw her kick it, I knew other people could kick it. It got you. Well, it got you, but what people got to understand is the human will is stronger than you think it is, and if you just apply it and work to it, you can cut that bullshit out.
I do say as a smoker, one of the things that makes it attractive is you know that there's smokers that are in their 90s. There's like someone that's like 102 and they're still smoking. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but they look it too.
Yes,
maybe. I mean, most likely. you know
most
what I'm
likely,
saying?
yes.
But I'm just saying, because those people exist, people who are younger and they're smoking, they're like, man, I'm good. That fool's like 90 something. He's still smoking 2 packs a day. I'm good. I'm gonna have my smokes, man.
Ain't got no teeth.
That's how. I'm just saying. I know that's one way I justified it when I'm smoking. I'm like, man, there's hell of a fools.
Lips
that are
all
old
wrinkled.
smoking.
Lips all wrinkled.
Yep, all puckered up.
Don't do it.
Cheeks out.
Word up.
Yeah, but I mean, for some people, physically they can smoke until they're old. Some you just get wiped out after your first pack. You never know.
It's not advisable.
Yeah. Just,
All right.
RS70 is saying, be mad cool if someone invented a new social media.
Please believe somebody's trying to do that right now. Like at least 10 different companies.
I think there's already too many.
There's too many. Yeah.
Are we just looking for we're ultimately looking for like the one platform that does everything? That's what everybody wants.
Well, they pretty much all do everything. It's just different ownership and different rules.
And they want one that's not trying to be all up in everybody's business with everything.
Yeah.
Just get up out the business already.
Nah, that's what's driving half of this shit.
You already got all the information. Why you need it 1 million times?
All right, there you want it.
Access is everything. All right.
And Cecil, shout to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Matt is saying, up here in Wisconsin, my buddy picked me up, and I got in the back of his pickup in the cab, drove to his place while ditch hopping for about 2 miles.
That's what I'm talking about. Straight riding it like a Bronco.
Yep. Ditch hopping. Think about that.
Straight getting jumps.
Yeah.
Jumps in the back
You
of the
get
truck.
tossed in the back of that shit.
Fuck that. Ouch.
That's scary. They're sitting in the back of the trunk and driving over.
Yeah, they're getting tossed in the back.
Oh.
Flopping
Back of the
around.
pickup.
Whoever's driving is having the best time.
No padding. Yeah, no, that's not fun.
Abby is in here saying, Tony, I saw you in Denver, and I can't wait to see you again in San Diego. Shout to you.
Thank you. Wait, what'd you say her name was?
Abby.
Abby, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
And Xanadu is saying, yo, Caitlin Clark is the shit.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
She got those 3 balls like nothing.
Yeah, she's tough.
And Xanadu's asking, Tony, I gotta stock up on some snacks. What munchies would you recommend?
Let me think. I've been into charcuterie boards and stuff, like cheese and crackers and
Bobo.
pretzels
Bobo.
and
that's Bobo's
jam
Bobo
and
likes that too?
that kind of stuff. I like that.
That's good stuff.
But yeah, I can't really think of. I like chocolate covered pretzels and stuff like that too. Let me think.
Those are good suggestions.
I like all snacks.
Dark
There's very few
chocolate.
that I don't.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Milk chocolate. I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't
like
like dark
both.
chocolate. If I'll eat dark chocolate if it's like paired with something really sweet. I don't like it. It's too bitter.
Too bitter.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe that'll change.
Maybe
Maybe I'll like it when I'm older.
it happens. It happens. Change of a palate happens over the course of years.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I didn't like when I was younger, and I like it now.
A nice dark chocolate and almond cluster, a dark chocolate and peanut cluster. Those are delicious.
All that works.
Dark chocolate and macadamia nuts. Bring it. That's a champion mix.
All right. It is a
Dark
champion.
chocolate and pecan.
I'm not going to argue any of that. I don't know about the pecans. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty good.
I like those too. I was gonna say, I think I say pecan. Do I say pecan? Pecan?
Everybody
I
says
say
it.
pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah.
Pecan.
Pecan
I would
pie.
say
I
pecan.
It's like tomato,
I
tomato.
say pecan pie, but I would
Pecan.
just say pecans when I'm talking
Really?
about them in the nuts. Oh yeah, those are pecans.
All right.
Pecans. That sounds like
We are definitely stoned. That's what that sounds like.
That's exactly.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I was gonna say what Tony said. This is the best stoner munchies
Oh, yeah.
right here.
It is.
it is good.
That is. I mean, it. You know, it's a lot of salt, a lot of sodium here.
That's
But
true.
Dude, that's a meal.
you gotta, sort of like have some control.
Yo, that goat cheese though,
Oh, it's good.
with like a little bit of the fruit.
And honey and jam and stuff. It's so
Shit, a whole fucking one bite of everything, please.
Yeah, it instantly made me hungry. I was hungry before, but
Those little mozzarella cheese balls down there at the end.
I know Bobo's got a tear in his eye as he's watching this right now.
yeah, I do like a charcuterie.
That's a nice one, right?
That is a good one.
I make little quick ones, but I make them like probably once a week. I like to just snack. Like, and my daughter likes it too.
Got to treat yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like those a lot.
Rachel is saying, shout to the 5150s, Be Real TV. Salute to Be Real and everyone at the table. I'm high right now off this baby turtle Khalifa Kush and rosin.
That's a lot,
Ooh,
and that's pretty high.
Twisted myself.
Period.
it tastes good though.
Again, treating yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Ask a Bum is asking, Steph Tone, were you ever portrayed on Beavis and Butthead?
No, not that I'm aware of. I've never seen all episodes, but no, I don't think so.
They brought it back.
That would be rad, though.
Apparently, they brought it back for a minute, like them as grown-ups.
Yeah, didn't they make the movie?
No, just like recently. I don't know. I can't remember if it was MTV. I believe it was MTV.
TV,
It
right?
came out like a episode where they're adults,
That's weird.
I love
but it's the show now as they're adults.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead, they're great. And I'm sure I'm not, but that would be rad.
Bring it.
RS70 is asking, Tony, what do you consider one of your best songs?
It depends on the time of my life. I have different songs that I resonate with. I guess I would say like I like the song that I made called Perspective because I think that's a good message. What else?
I don't think you could ask any artist
Yeah.
about any song that gets released because, every song that's ever been released, it's got to go through a whole process of emotions before it makes it out.
Yeah,
True that.
Time it's released, it's like, nah, you're like, I love this song.
yeah. I like yeah.
You're going to love
hard
it
to
too. Check
choose.
this out.
Yeah, it's hard to choose.
Yeah, you can't be choosing. I think that's crazy.
It's hard to choose.
I
Yeah.
like them all. We made all them ones we made. I like them all.
It's like if you had a bunch of
yeah.
kids and they ask you, who's your favorite kid?
Yep.
What kind of question? I love them all.
I love them all equally.
All right.
I know for the person asking that question, that's Junior, because for them, it's possible they actually have, but I don't even think they have a favorite, because you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you got one favorite, you definitely got another.
Yeah,
You have favorites.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's favorites.
Multiple. Plural.
Shane is saying, yo, shout to Be Real. He stopped picking up joints on stage, and now he has Trace deliver them in his butler outfit.
Mm-hmm. Aton rolls them, Trace delivers.
And Ask a Bum, he's saying, just don't sleep on your next plane ride to New York. To do so would be to violate the #1 rule of hip-hop. And he's asking, remember what that is.
Wait, what?
Yeah, me and Ray were like, what's
The
this guy
hell?
talking about?
Okay, run that back.
Ask a bum. Just don't sleep on your next plane ride to New York. He's saying to do so would be to violate the #1 rule of hip hop. Remember what that is. I don't know what he's saying. It's in the super chat.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I sleep on planes all the time. So
Is there a #1 rule in hip hop
no.
that you remember?
What was that? Why would they write that like that? So encrypted, like.
Yeah, he's high.
Yep.
Don't be sleeping on hip hop. Don't be sleeping on New York. Is that?
It was a
number
good
one?
thought when he was typing. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm
His-
trying to.
like in his mind, it was coming out great.
Don't get caught slipping. Is that?
Right? That's how I'm like, what?
In his mind, it was coming out.
Yeah,
right.
man. The way
But what if you're on a red
way
eye?
he was seeing it, oh man, he was like, "Yo, dog, come on, man,
Ray is
just looking out."
Ray's thinking he's saying no sleep till Brooklyn. That's what he's getting to by the
Yeah.
Beastie Boys.
Okay.
Well, you should have.
Is that a rule or a song? That's a song to me.
That's
I
what he's
don't know
saying
if
right
it's
here
a
in the super
rule.
chat now.
I heard no rules.
rules?
The rule is break all the rules.
Yeah, I'm like rules.
Yeah, rules. What's this shit?
Right.
It's like reading the instructions.
Yeah.
No sleep till Brooklyn. I get it though.
Instructions?
I hear it now.
Try to tell me.
We just got a couple more here. Ceaseless is saying, on my way to the Dodgers game right now. Day of the Dead bobblehead promotion giveaway.
They jerked that one chick that caught the Shohei ball the other night. This couple were lucky enough to snatch the ball where he got the record, right? It was, what is it, the 50th home run or 55th or some shit like this, right? Am I right on this, Bolton?
I think it was his first home run that he hit.
No, it's not his first home run that he
No,
hit.
no, not his newest one, but Pedro, that video that he sent us, I think that happened like last year or something like that.
No. You're not following me. Just recently, Shohei hit a home run that I think it was either his 50th or something like that. It was like he broke a record or something like that.
I saw that. I think I know what you're talking about.
And the couple that caught the ball, they separated them. And they talked to the chick and offered her tickets to a game and some paraphernalia, knowing that the ball was worth a whole lot of money.
Ooh.
Like if they had kept the ball, a collector would have bought that thing for a lot of money. And they figured the guy knew this and the woman didn't. It was just on the news yesterday or the day before that the lady that got the 2 tickets felt like she got finagled. You know what I'm saying? Like the Dodgers didn't do her right. She thought at least they would have, got to meet with the player and taking pictures and this whole shit. They gave her 2 little tickets and a couple of Dodger shirts or something like that.
Here's some Dodger dogs.
Yeah.
Go get a hot dog.
That was his first home run of the season, I guess.
Yeah, that was 6 months ago.
Oh,
It was
man.
6 months ago. All right,
Aw.
it was in April. Why are they just reporting it yesterday?
Yeah, I feel like I was just seeing that too. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it wasn't. It was on KTLA this morning
What?
and on KTLA last night.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. So I guess
What the hell?
yeah. You know what? I remember hearing this story in April. How they fucked a couple out of, a major ball, right?
Wow.
Like they could have made a lot of money on this ball because
It's his first one.
first one as a Dodger or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
they set
regular
up to
season.
like $100,000.
Yeah. That changes somebody's life instantly. That
Yeah,
kind of money right there. When you ain't got nothing.
100 racks? Hell yeah.
Especially if you
Crazy.
down something, you'd be like, oh man, we could zero back out.
True that.
And they're saying 100,000 is the minimum value.
Yeah, the minimum value for that
Dang.
guy, especially because he's killing it. All right.
And Matt is saying, hey, Tony, my mother's adopted as well, so as far as finding out where you come from, I'm in the same boat. I definitely need to do my ancestry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should. It's so fun. I felt like a personal investigator or something. I literally found my dad's, like all of his, I found all of his siblings. I got in contact with my dad's aunt, so my great aunt. I basically found out the entire story of why my dad was given up for adoption. So it was really cool. It was really awesome. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Awesome.
Do it if you want to know. You know, that's the best way. Some people get surprised though.
Yes.
People who think their parents that are their parents and then find out maybe one of them isn't.
Or you find a sibling, or
you find a sibling,
or you find out that one of your siblings is not your. It's a lot of different.
Just be
outcomes.
be prepared for what outcomes.
Are you glad you know now, and are you like in contact with any of them still?
I was really I'm still super happy to find out what I found out about it. I still talk to some of them on my grandmother's side. Her kids, they have a hard time believing that their mother could give up a child for adoption, so they don't really talk to us very much. I've reached out to them, but they don't really want to have a relationship for real. So that doesn't bother me. But my dad's side, the Armenian side, we've met with them a couple times now. We went over to their house on Thanksgiving and stuff, and they made us like some Armenian dishes, and it was really cool. It was a really nice experience getting to know them. And there's also something too that's interesting that happens where you kind of going back and forth between that like nature versus nurture thing, because I'm meeting my dad's half siblings. They don't know each other, but there's still like these similarities in their mannerisms and like the things that they're laughing at and like the tone of their laugh and shit like that. So it was kind of like nice for me to kind of be around someone that was related to my dad, a sibling, you know, because I haven't been around him in a long time. So yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think everyone should look into it, but yeah, you just got to be prepared for
the possible outcomes.
Possible outcomes, because there's a lot. You find out so many cousins, and yeah, it's crazy. Like,
so when you do that, that just gives you like a list of names.
No, well, it gives you like profiles. So if you put the option that you are allowing for other people to know that they are related to you, it'll link you to anyone that you share DNA with. I have like 26,000 cousins or something on Ancestry.
Yeah. Fourth, fifth cousin.
We all
sixth,
got a lot of
eighth cousins.
We all got a lot of cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
A lot of Rolling Stone.
Well, basically, whoever they can find with your DNA around the world.
True that. Anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
As long as those people test, you know, they can connect it.
As long as they put their DNA into the system, whatever. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I enjoyed it. My boyfriend did it too. And the first thing I told him to do was type my name in. I want to see, are we cousins?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be weird.
Oh, I know, I was scared.
There's a movie about that.
My heart was beating all fast. Because, you know, my boyfriend's from Australia, but his dad's family's from Ohio. So, you know, when they migrated, when people were freed and they migrated, they went to the Midwest from the South. So it's like, it wouldn't be too crazy if we were cousins in some way, because a lot of Black Americans are related. That's why sickle cell is so prominent in the Black American community.
Well, inbreeding is just a subject that most people never talk about, but it's much greater than anyone can imagine.
Yeah.
You know, so
it happens.
Yeah, it's part of this. It's part of this reality.
Yeah.
True that.
Which is it's crazy to think about. I'm sorry, I'm high now and I'm going to shut up after this. But there's a crazy ass documentary that talks about this community in London, I think, where it's like Pakistani people, and they all marry their first cousins, and like it's present day and they're still doing it, and like it don't just be like, oh, this is like first cousins. Like, no, their parents are first cousins, their grandparents are first cousins. Like, it'd be like 4 generations, 5 generations back that they're tracking where they've been marrying first cousins. And it's like, yeah, it's just super crazy to think about. And they kind of go through and talk to the different like spiritual, like religious leaders in their community and ask them, like giving them these facts about mental retardation and like all that kind of stuff going on in their community at a really high risk because of the inbreeding.
Yeah.
And they're arguing that there's nothing wrong with it. Like, you know, trying to say that there's nothing wrong. It's tradition. And they're arguing that your cousin will love you more than a stranger.
What if it's bad
and
tradition?
Like, you know the family already because it's your grandparents.
And not every tradition is a good tradition, right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just went on a whole tangent.
No, but that's crazy.
It's insightful.
Yeah.
You could marry your first cousin in California still.
I mean, hey, listen, they did.
Isn't it like after they're like 50 years old? I don't think you can.
Hey, they did this with kings and queens for thousands of years.
Right, but when does logic break tradition?
Yeah.
When the modern world comes.
Right, like
but still,
we
you
got
know,
proof. Look,
there's still pockets of that type of thing. You know what I mean? That happens.
That's crazy to think about, though.
Yeah, it is.
All right, what else you got?
Let's see. Alfredo's in here saying, "Yo, B, if I could give you flowers to the whole Cypress Hills crew." He's saying you guys well deserve them. You guys rocked it out here in Wichita. Now my wife knows why I fuck with you guys. She became a fan.
All right. Salute. I celebrate that. You know what I mean? Respect to you and your wifey, and thanks for coming out to the show.
Say it right, Cole. She knows why I fuck with you guys.
Yeah.
I liked how he wrote in there the whole Cypress Hills crew.
The site with the S.
That was a typo.
Yeah.
Big shout to Chris and RS70 and the International Party of Antarctica. Shout to you guys for the super chat.
Salute.
And that seems to be it so far.
Thank you for your interactions and submissions. We appreciate you and send all the love your way that you could handle. And we want to thank for Toni for sitting in.
Thank you.
And chopping it up with us.
Yes, thank you so much. That was fun.
Thank you. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Get my new project.
Yeah.
Men Ain't Shit Except Mine. Don't be mad at that one, guys.
No, I'm not mad.
It's a love song project.
All right.
Can I explain it a little bit?
Yeah, bust it out.
The reason why I chose the title is because a lot of my music is known for kind of shitting on men. So now that I've been in a good relationship for the past going on 7 years, I felt like it was time for me to make a project that was only love songs. And I thought it was funny to kind of play on the fact that most of my music is talking shit about men. Yeah.
That's all right. You can go back to it later.
Do it.
Don't wish that on me.
You ain't got to do it all the time.
Somebody got to do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited about it, though. And I'm really appreciative of just you having me on. I'm really appreciative. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. And thank you. Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, you too.
Leezy.
I want to shout out everybody hanging out with us on the chat. Thank you, Toni, for coming through, chopping it up with us, the whole Dr. Greenthumb squad. If you on the IG, follow me, Psycholess Official, and hit the website, thepsycholessshop.com.
Bolt.
Yo, shout the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to the Dominator. And shout to Eric Bobo. He's going to be hosting B Movie tonight at 6 o'clock in the Discord. Check it out. What's up, Steph?
Mm-hmm. Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Wise, FM, B, Toni, Psycho Leezy, Bolton, Ray at Morning Shot Films, Taryn the Velvet Hammer, Dominator, Aton Pedro, Javi Lopez, Shirley. What up, Shirley?
Shirley and Slimothy.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out Shirley.
Cali Blaze, E-Zone, all the Asylum Twitch War Discordlies. Y'all have a great week. See you on Friday. FM.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Toni. We appreciate you coming
Thank
through.
you.
I just want to say it's a great inspiration because I have daughters, and a lot of the things you said are great inspiration for young girls too, man. I thought that's pretty awesome, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Big shout out to everybody at the table, everybody in the chat, always up in the treehouse, and yeah, check out the IG DJFM_LA. Shout out to my people in Miami. Good looking out. I just spent my birthday out there, and it was freaking amazing.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, man.
Word up.
When someone's dropping gems, pick them up. Swallow that.